Oh, hey there, guys and girls. Well, I've got a interesting issue here with my joying head unit. Now, the car I've got is a Peugeot 306. Now, as you know, some of these Peugeot 306 they use, if you're obviously dealing with head units here, some of them use a resistive style steering wheel control or a switch style steering wheel control. Let me just put my window up. Now, I'm undergoing massive attempts here to get this thing to run on this car. And, so, this car originally had the 5-wire control, steering wheel control, which is this one here. Yeah, get this right. Hang on a minute. There we go. This thing here, as you can see, there's 5 wires in that. 1 wire for each switch. This has got 4 switches in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4-way switch. It's just got 4 buttons. All I want it for is for volume up and down and next track and previous track. That's all I want it for. Because the touchscreen on these things are not nice. I must admit, it's the one gripe I've got about this. Reaching over here and pressing the touch buttons. If you've not got your lights wired in, they're a nightmare to see. Not only that, but they're just horrible. It'd be so much nicer to have it on the old steering wheel controls. Anyway, so I took the old one out, the old 5-wire proper switch style steering wheel control out, and I've put in this resistive one, which is from the newer ones. Literally, you just get 2 wires, and between those 2 wires, depending on where you flick the switch, you get a different resistance value. Now, that's all well and good, right? But the head unit still can't see it. I don't know why. Because I'm getting resistance here when I flick the switch between these 2 plugs. And this is on key 1 and key 2. I'm finding the switch. It's all there somewhere. There, you see? I've got key 1 and key 2 wires. So they are plugged into the right wires. So I'm resting this thing on my gear stick. There we go. But yeah, I cannot figure out why my head unit can't see it. Because even down here at the multi-plug, the big plug that plugs into the back of the radio, the little multi-plug, I'm still getting the resistance there. But when I flick the things, focus please, these values at the top I'm guessing are the resistance values, I'm getting nothing. Nothing whatsoever. No matter where I put the joystick. I know for a fact the joystick on this, the buttons, are not broken. Because like I say, I get the resistance values in all 4 positions when obviously different values, when I have the thing there. And when it's in neutral, no button pressed, I get no resistance whatsoever. Well, I get maximum resistance, sorry. It goes completely open circuit. Because there's no connection. So, I can't figure this out. It's bugging me to hell. It really is. I've even gone so far as to put a 100 ohm resistor between these 2 outputs, these 2 inputs, to see if I can get it to read, say, a 1-button control. But it cannot read the 100 ohm resistor. It doesn't see it. It says here, press the button on the steering wheel, and I do it. Nothing. It doesn't do anything. I can't figure it out. Even gone so far as to reset the unit, wipe the unit completely. It still can't see it. So, I don't know. It looks like I've got a dodgy unit. The reason why I've got the top off this is because the joying has got the annoying, on this particular model, which is a single DIN, but it's a full 7-inch display. They've got this horrible ribbon cable that's inside it, which is very poor quality. And I've actually had to order 2 new ones of those. 2 more new ones, that is. And I've now glued the actual plugs together with a 2-part epoxy in hope that it stops the cable from breaking constantly. Because in all joying's wisdom, they decided to put the SD card behind the panel. So you have to take the panel off, the LCD screen, to get to the SD card. Intelligent, very clever. Oh, and they also make it so you can't connect to the unit through the 2 USB ports. Again, wow, clever. You really thought they would have allowed USB file transfers through this thing, but unfortunately they do not. Anyway, yeah, like I say, even when you try and push one of the buttons, it doesn't stay solidly lit. It comes off straight away. Erase them all. I really wish that wouldn't do that. And this is very difficult to do and record at the same time, especially when it now removes all of the controls, car settings, steering wheel controls. Push the button on the steering wheel, pressing the button, nothing. Still got nothing. And I have tried the other two controllers by just dead shorting the thing out, seeing if it could see a dead short. Can't see that either. So again, I'm completely stuck with this. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know how to fix it. All I can assume of it's a faulty unit, you know. But yeah, there you go, guys and girls. If anyone has a fix for this, I know for a fact I don't need any steering wheel control units because it is resistive, and this is looking for a resistive input. Yeah, I don't know. Pain in the ass. That's what you get when you buy a cheap head unit, I guess. Well, it's not even cheap. This was 250 quid. There you go, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching.